Hey everyone! Today we have a deep dive into pigeon pose, part 2. The first class that I posted, which was only intending to be kind of one class, was absolutely loved by you guys, so I thought I would do another one where we focus on pigeon pose and other hip opening movements. We'll just kind of change it up slightly. We're going to stay mostly close to the ground. It's quite slow, quite stretchy, but there will be moments of activation and strength in there as well. As always, if you liked the class, then give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, share it with a friend. And if you did want to have more exclusive, longer classes, then you can head over to our Patreon account. I'll leave the link for that down below. Let's get started on our bellies today. And we'll come into our half frog. So roll yourself down. You might just stack your hands on top of each other, bringing your forehead down. And then you'll slide your right knee out to the side, as high as you want it to go. And then you'll lower your head back down. So externally rotating through the hips, getting into our adductors, the inner of the thighs. Maybe for some of us, the outer of the glutes, maybe into the back slightly. And take a couple of slow breaths here. In and out through the nose. Just really trying to be passive with our weight here. So dropping all of our weight down into the ground, relaxing any tension that we have around our hips. Let's go one more slow breath in through the nose. Feel the belly push down into the ground. Feel the ribs expand to the sides of the mat and up and down. And exhale through the nose. Lift yourself up slightly. Thread your left hand through to the right. And then stack your hands together. Rest the left side of your head down on the ground. Your right knee still out to the side. Use your next breath in. Start to open your right hand up to the back. And then as you exhale, come back through center. Bring the hand down. Let's try that again. Breathe in, open up. Breathe out, come down. And just for this variation, we'll keep the right knee on the ground. But with other variations of twists, I tend to encourage keeping the right knee off unless we have that flexibility within the spine. Just for this one, just see how low you can get the right shoulder. Feeling a big twist through the thoracic spine. Next time your right hand is out, hold. Let's roll onto our backs. If you need to, shuffle back through center a little more. Half happy baby. Bend your right knee and you might just take the hand around the ankle. Or if it meets, then come to the outside of the right foot. You might bring left hand to the left hip to try press it down into the ground. And then you might bend the knee, you might lengthen the leg. Just getting into the adductors a little bit more of the hamstrings as well. Then slide the left foot towards you, place it behind the left hip, anchor the right ankle on the left thigh. And then we're just going to move in a way that feels good. You might just rock the knees from side to side. You might lift the knees towards you and then tap them down to the ground. All of this without the help of the hands. Think about driving the right knee away from you, pulling the left leg towards you. And then we're all going to drop the legs over to the left. So the left knee is touching down, the right sole of the foot is touching down. Grab your left hand around the top of the right ankle. So that's going to help anchor the foot. And then just using the strength of your glutes, can you pull your right knee towards the back of the mat? Maybe you look down the right shoulder. You might feel a little bit more sensation around the glute area. Come back through center. Still in your figure 4 here. We're going to play with a little bit more passiveness and a little bit more activeness here. So for being passive, can you think about driving your right knee towards the back of the mat? And then come back. This part's actually quite tricky. You're going to try keep the right knee in the same angle, but lift your right ankle off your left thigh. Whew, that's hard. Bring the right ankle back down, be passive, drive the right knee away, hang out. And then come back, see if you can lift the right ankle off the thigh without moving the right leg. Let's go one more, and if you did feel like a little more, you could try this inner glute bridge as well. Bring the hands down by your sides, so passively dropping the right knee down. And then trying to lift the right heel off, still keeping the rotation of the hips. Lower your hips down to the ground, extend your left leg on the ground, right knee over to the left, coming back into that twisted position. And then roll onto your belly, facing the front of the mat again. Let's try that on the other side. Left knee slides out to the left. Stack your hands together, bring your head down. Slow breaths in and out through the nose. Try one more. And lift yourself up. Thread the right hand through to the left. And then stack your left hand on top of the right. Reach your left hand up and over towards the left, trying to get the left shoulder down as much as you can while keeping the left knee down. And then come back through center, left hand plants. Just moving in your own breath. Might actually feel easier to exhale as you open up. And then inhale as you touch down. Yeah, I think I prefer that. Next time your left hand is opened up, hold. Roll onto your back, half happy baby. Bending your left knee, maybe taking the left hand around the ankle or the outside of the foot. Right hand comes to the right hip. Push the right hip down. If it feels good, you could play with extending the leg and then bending the leg. And then slide your right foot behind your right hip. Left ankle comes on top of the right thigh. And just moving in a way that feels good. Maybe it's side to side. Maybe it's a bit more active, pulling the legs in the direction of you. And then back down. Sometimes I like to make circles around in one direction. And then in the other direction. Then place the right foot back down on the ground. Drop both legs over to the right. So the sole of the left foot is on the ground. Right hand comes on top of the left ankle to help anchor the foot down. And then think about pulling your left knee away from you. Eye gaze could turn down your left shoulder. Come back through center. Passively drive the knee away from you. So just get weighty through the knee and the hip. And then come back up. See if you can keep the angle of the leg, but lift the left ankle off. Come down. Be passive, drive the knee away. Also relatively active, but it's a bit more stretchy. And then come back, lift the left ankle off. One more option to be in a glute bridge when you do this. Drive the knee down, make sure the hips are square. And then lift the left ankle off. Drop the hips down. Extend the right leg long on the mat. Roll onto your right side. And then come onto your belly. Squeeze your glutes, point your toes, take your fingertips wider than your mat. If you wanted a bit more support, bring your palms down. Lift yourself up for cobra. You might stay a little closer to the ground or come up a little high, just whatever feels good. Breathing in, breathing out, coming down. Let's try that 2 more times. Breathe in. This time maybe your right shoulder rolls back, left shoulder rolls forward. Exhale, come down. 1 more, let's go other side. Breathing in, left shoulder back, right shoulder forward. Exhale, come down. Hands by the ribs, push up onto your knees, breathe in. As you exhale, tuck your toes for downward facing dog. Maybe you pedal your feet here, just moving the spine, moving the hips around. Or maybe you find more stillness. What feels good for you? Use your next breath in, sweep your right toes high, 3-legged dog. And then bend your knees, squeeze your foot into your glutes. Roll the right hip open. Breathe in with the right hip open. And then as you exhale, close the hip. You're thinking right knee to left knee, maybe it even crosses in front. Can you drop your right hip down a little more? Breathe in, spiral it open. Pull your right knee up. As you exhale, pull your right knee down. In front of the left, drop the right hip. 2 more, breathe in, open up. Exhale, close. 1 more, breathe in. This time as you exhale, roll forward, right knee to right elbow. Step the right foot outside the right hand. Lower the left knee down. Setting up for lizard lunge. Maybe you stay up on your hands. If you had space to do so, you could come down to your elbows. If that's a little too far, if you had a block nearby, you could pop it underneath the elbows. Shift the hips from side to side. If you wanted to make this a little bit more active, you could tuck onto your left toes, lift the left knee off. Just getting into our left hip flexors a little bit, as well as our right glute, groin area. 1 more breath. Come up onto fingertips, lift your chest up, tuck your left toes, breathe in. As you exhale, pyramid pose or long pyramid. You're gonna lengthen your right leg, make sure it doesn't lock out. Breathe in, bend the knee, lift the chest. You could touch the left knee down or keep it off. As you exhale, lengthen the right leg. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more. And then step your left foot outside your left hand, breathe in, Malasana, turn your toes out. As you exhale, drop your hips down. Drive the knees out with the insides of the elbows. Hands might come to the chest. You could stay a little more still, or you can practice some twists, shifting your weight into your left foot, lift the left heel off, and then maybe you stay here, reach the left hand out, right hand high. You can also take the right hand behind your back, rolling your right shoulder back more. You can even do this with the left heel down if you want to make it more challenging. Let's try the other side. Shift the weight to the right. Maybe the right heel lifts or maybe it lowers. Breathing in, left hand reaches high. Breathing out, maybe you stay, maybe the left hand comes into a half bind. Coming back through center, lift your hips up, keep your feet wide though, drop the head. Round the back as we roll up through standing. Let the arms dangle down. At the top, breathe in as you lift your arms up. As you exhale, maybe there's a little back bend, squeezing glutes, reaching fingertips away. Breathe in again. As you exhale, hands to chest, turn your toes out, back to Malasana. Bend your knees, sink your hips down. Breathe in. Breathe out, lift your hips up, step your right foot to the back of the mat. Long pyramid pose. Use your next breath in, bend the left knee, lift the chest, maybe right knee down or lifted. As you exhale, lift the hips up, lengthen your left leg. Let's go about 3 more. So working different areas of our hips that are going to be important for our pigeon pose. So hip flexors, groin, glutes, a little bit of hamstring. Nice. Bring the right knee back down. Lizard lunge. Maybe it's with elbows down, maybe it's not. Come up onto your hands. Tuck your back toes. Lift the back knee off. 3-legged dog. Sweep the left toes high. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bend the knee, squeeze the foot into your glutes, really open up your left hip here. Hold for your breath in. As you breathe out, drop the left hip down, think left knee to right knee or maybe even in front of it. Breathe in, open it up, spiral the hip. Exhale, close. 2 more. And then place the left foot by the right, downward facing dog. Breathe in, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Come down onto your belly, cobra. Breathe in, squeeze glutes, lift up. Exhale, lower down, hands by your ribs, downward facing dog. Okay, let's set up for our pigeon pose. Breathe in, right toes high. Exhale, roll forward, right knee down on the ground. Now, generally speaking, if your right foot's a little closer towards you, it's going to make it a little easier for your right glute. If you wanted to make it a little bit more challenging, you could take the right foot up a little higher so that the shin's a bit more horizontal. You just want to make sure that you can roll your left hip forward though. Breathe in, lift up. And then as you exhale, maybe elbows down. So taking another 3 to 4 really slow breaths here. Getting heavy within the hips. Feeling them drop forward in the direction of your right heel. And then walking yourself up, pressing into the hands, tucking your back toe, step back, downward facing dog. Sweep your left toes high this time, breathe in. Breathe out, roll forward, left knee comes down on the ground. Kapotanasana, pigeon pose. Adjust your feet as you need. Remember, right hip wants to roll forward. Breathe in nice and tall. Breathe out, fold forward. Softening any additional tension that you have noticed appeared in your body. Taking one more really slow breath. And walk your hands back. Roll onto your left hip, sweep your right foot around, and we're either going to finish in a seat or lying down on our back in Shavasana. So you choose what feels good for you. You might like to close the eyes down. Feel the breath slow. We want to find those same sensations within the body of letting go, softening tension. We'll just be here for another minute or two in quiet. I'll let you know when it's time to transition out. And start to breathe a little deeper. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. If you're down on your back, let's roll ourselves up into a seat to close out our practice. Maybe you notice it's a little easier to sit cross-legged than it might have done at the beginning. Thanking ourselves for taking this time to move our body, to slow our breath, to open ourselves up, not only physically, but maybe on a more energetic level too. We'll finish with a breath. Breathing in, belly, ribs, chest, soft exhale through the mouth. Thank you, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this practice, and I can't wait to move and breathe and soften and explore with you again sometime soon. Remember, if you did want some more longer classes, then we do have them in our Patreon account, as well as some other behind the scenes content. Otherwise, I will see you again on YouTube. Have a good one.